Hey, Professor Yang. So this is Surinder. So last time we faced some issues while working on this or showing this app, but this time I made some improvements, and one was to increase the transparency and only record changes if something is going on the client, and taking more data and showing it on the client side so that we can see what's going on exactly. The second thing was to separate it out in client and server side, so it's more easy for the clients and more detail for the IT support. And the third thing was to improve the LangGraph quality. So instead of last time I had a small 17 node graph, this time I had 13 node with added agentic nodes for reviewing steps, security, and transferring it to the human whenever needed, and reviewing and making plan. This time is inspired from AI orchestrated graph instead of a fixed workflow, so it can solve more complex problems. All right, one thing I want to show you is the structure of this app. So there is a client side now. Last time there was only one, so I split it into two parts. One is the client side and one is the server side. And then we use Claude, Opus for strategy, and Sonnet for operating because of the cost reasons. And then we have a local agent on the client, which basically get all the information from the computer, store it, and then perform actions, tell it to our agent. Based on that, also logs that, and there's a cycle. And this is our graph node that we're using. So as you can see, we have more nodes because as I was working on this, I noticed there was a need to separate the tasks for each node. So now after doing some experimentation, I came up with this structure, so which was to use observe, strategist, and research to figure out the problem. Because observer gather data from the client, strategist will read that and do some research using the node, and then give a plan to operator, and then it checks the plan just to make sure to give them the risk assessments and review steps, check those, and then the running step comes in and it runs those steps, ask the client, and then checks if it's solved or not. Depending on that, it either goes to the operator and then creates a new plan, or if it's solved, then it finalizes this, documents everything, and if it can't be solved, then it hands off to the human. Alright, so this is our virtual machine VM, and here we can see that this is our installed VPN WireGuard. And right now, just to show it, we can see it's not active and it's not properly configured. And so we can check it. So this is our company. We have made it such that it will only work on the VPN, so it's only accessible on a private network. So this is on VPN. It's not working, as we can see. But let's just confirm it. The internet is working, and yeah, it looks like internet is working. This is a common situation in which internet is working but the users cannot get access to the private network, so they usually don't know how to fix it. So this is our Bolt IT, the client side. We separated the agent in two parts, client and the server side. So now we will just say, hey, I can access internet but not my company web page. Can you fix it? Can you fix the VPN? Can you fix it? Alright, let's run it. And now it's running. And now let's check the server side. So when someone submits a ticket, this is our username, and we can receive this ticket. And here we made some changes to the server side. Now we can see all the client side information that we're doing step by step. So the first step is, let's check the graph trace. So first of all is probes and get all the information. This is the live information from the app, like the VPN state and the the running service processes and network information and device information. So right now, as you can see, waiting on an employee. Looks like it already applied the fixes. Basically, the issue was the VPN was not connected. It figured out the VPN. That's why the general is working, but not the internal company page. The client side. Okay, so after that, we received the reply from saying that, hey, this is what's going on. It told us what exactly it's doing, and then it told us, hey, like the VPN is back. Let's just confirm if VPN is back. All right, so VPN is active, and just let's confirm if this page is up and running. Awesome. So the page is up and running, and we can say, hey, yeah, it says it's working, and then it will close this ticket, and then we can see the update on the server side, and now it's resolved and fixed. So now, yep, as you can see, so this is our completed ticket. These were the next steps that the IT agent will do if this step doesn't work, and this is what was the exact solution workflow that worked for us, and we can see exact graph trace what it did with the more details in it and what was the result. And in case if there is any task that is medium risk or a high risk, actually medium risk is auto, high risk will ask for approval and it will go to need your approval. But yeah, for now nothing was a high risk action. So these were the notes that were orchestrated to fix this issue, and these were the steps, and these are the footprints. So all the logs, if it records or get any information, it's stored in the program data in Bolt IT journal with the date. And this is basically all the information it needed from all the services running, in the apps installed, network information, and the computer information like IP, like the computer name, the server, CPU, memory, and all that information. Everything we pull so that we get a complete picture. And there's nothing user specific data, it's just system data that's safe to get and use. Alright, another issue that users usually face is regarding to the computer settings. For example, display resolution changes, or settings like taskbar disappearing like this, and sometimes people can't figure out how to do these kind of setting changes. So we can use Bolt IT for that. Okay, so let's see how we can do that. So we open Bolt IT support on our VM and say, hey, my taskbar is disappearing after a few seconds. It was not like that before. Please fix it. Alright, so we submit this ticket, and let's check the backend or the server side to see how the agent is working. Alright, so we are working on this ticket that we just received, just came in, and let's check the technical details. It's collecting the user information that we discussed before, network, IP, VPN, process list, and it's orchestrating, and basically it's the graph trace, and it's creating a strategy. And let me just close this. Alright, so I think that is running normally, so it looks like auto hide setting being switched on. So we just need to turn that off, and these are the messages that we are receiving on our client side. Restart the Windows shell. Okay, so these are the plans. It's executing it. It looks like it did it. And okay, let's check our user side. Okay, disappearing, annoying. Yanis is trying to talk to us like a real IT agent. And checkpoint, it checked the error logs and it restarted the Windows shell. Interesting. Okay, saying that the process went good, and it should come back. Can you check if it's visible or not? Alright, let's check. Alright, it is not. So I will just say that. No, it is still broken. Alright, let's see. Alright, now we can see the taskbar is back. And this time it looked like instead of just closing this, it applied the actual solution, which was to turn off the feature in the taskbar auto hide. Yes, it's working. Awesome. Alright, so it was able to figure out the culprit. And let's check the server side to see exact thinking process that it went through. Resolved. And this is the VPN issue. Alright, and this is our technical details. Alright, so we can see it created a 3-step plan for the first step, the other for the other step, and it followed it through, and now it's working. Alright, thank you. Alright, so another issue we usually see in our regular day is regarding your hardware. So for example, your camera, your mic, or your speaker is not working. These are very common issues. So let's see. I created a similar situation in which the camera is not working, as you can see. So now we will use Bolt IT to see if it can fix it for us. Hey, can you please fix my camera? I cannot use it, and I have a meeting soon. Right, so we will ask it for help, and in the meanwhile we will check the server to see the progress our agent is making in the backend. Right, so here we can see working now. We can see the ticket it's working on, and let's see the technical details. It got all the information from the machine as we discussed before. And now, as we can see, the graph trace, it's creating the strategy, creating the plan using Opus 5. And let me minimize those details. Alright, let's see what solution it comes up at to fix this. So it's saying that it's switched off a device manager blocked by Windows camera privacy settings. So it did check whether camera is present, check Windows, and let's see how it's doing that. Okay, so we can see all the details. It says there's some red things too, so but we can see each and every detail how it's doing it. So it's running these commands and could not start camera. So and we can see all the things it's doing and all the commands it's running on our VM. So all of our steps are low risk, so no human involved right now. Interesting. Okay, so restarted the camera app, and now so it's claiming something. Re-enable the camera and device manager so the employee can use in their meeting. So this is the step it used. Alright, let's check our client side. So your camera is back on, found your camera was switched off in device manager, and let's check our camera. So it is okay. So our camera is back. So I will say yes, it's working. Awesome. So this one worked. Let's just check that graph trace again. Here, it took it 2 attempts. These are all the steps it took and all the commands it ran. All right, thank you.